You're drifting off to sleep, warm and heavy and peaceful, and then out of nowhere you're falling. Your whole body jerks and your legs kick out. Your heart pounds as you gasp, wide awake again. For one terrifying second you were certain you were plummeting, but you're safe in bed and nothing actually moved. So what on earth just happened to you? That violent jolt actually has a name. It's called a hypnic jerk, and almost everyone has felt it. Around 70% of people experience it regularly, yet almost no one actually knows why it happens. And here's the truly strange part about it. Scientists still aren't completely sure of the answer. This tiny, everyday event is one of sleep's lingering mysteries, but the leading theories are absolutely fascinating, and one of them reaches back millions of years into our past. To understand it, we have to look at what happens in the strange borderland between awake and asleep. Falling asleep isn't like flipping a simple switch. It's much more like a slow, gradual handover. Your brain has systems that work hard to keep you alert, and it has other systems that gently pull you into sleep. As you drift off, the sleep systems slowly start taking control. Your muscles begin to relax and let go. Your breathing slows down, growing deeper and calmer. Your body temperature quietly begins to drop. Everything is gently powering down for the night ahead. But here's where things start to get interesting. This delicate handover isn't always perfectly smooth. Sometimes the timing between the two systems gets a little messy. Your muscles relax so completely and so suddenly that another part of your brain suddenly panics. This part is still half awake and quietly monitoring your body. It feels your muscles going limp all at once, and it completely misreads what that signal means. It suddenly thinks something is horribly, dangerously wrong. And here is the single leading theory. Your relaxing body gets misinterpreted as falling. Think about it for a moment from your brain's point of view. Your muscles are suddenly going slack and limp. There's a distinct feeling of sinking downward into nothing. To an ancient alarm system deep in your brain, that means only one thing. You must be falling out of a tree. And so your brain instantly slams the emergency button. It fires a powerful jolt through all of your muscles. It's a desperate, split-second attempt to catch you, to make you grab hold of something solid before you hit the ground far below. That sudden kick is the jerk that violently wakes you. It's your brain frantically trying to save your life from a deadly fall that isn't actually happening. And this is where the whole story gets truly amazing. This theory reaches deep into our distant evolutionary past. Our ancient ancestors slept high up in the trees. It kept them safe from the predators lurking below, and falling out of a tree while fast asleep could be deadly. So over time, a protective reflex slowly evolved. The instant your muscles relaxed too fast, your body reacted. It would violently jerk you back to full awareness. A built-in, automatic anti-falling alarm system. Now, millions of years later, you're safe in a soft bed. But that same ancient reflex is still there inside you. Still watching, still waiting, still completely ready. Firing at shadows and dangers that no longer exist. So when you feel that jolt again tonight, you might just be feeling a faint echo of a survival instinct far older than humanity itself. But that's not the only possible explanation for it. There's a second theory, and it's just as interesting. It's about a quiet battle happening inside your brain. Remember those two competing systems from before, the one working to keep you awake, and the one gently pulling you down into sleep. As you drift off, they're essentially fighting each other, and the wake system doesn't give up its control easily. Sometimes, on its way down, it fires one last burst of activity, a final desperate flare of energy before going quiet. That sudden burst ripples outward into your muscles, and your whole body twitches in response. That's the hypnic jerk in this second theory. Just the very last spark of a brain losing a tug-of-war with sleep. And there's even more to this strange little phenomenon. Certain things can actually make these jerks much worse. Drinking caffeine late in the day is a big one. So is having an anxious, racing mind at bedtime. Intense exercise too close to bed can do it too. and especially chronic stress and deep exhaustion. When you're completely overtired, your brain rushes towards sleep. It dives in too fast and far too hard, making that messy, mistimed handover far more likely, which leads to a genuinely strange little irony. The more desperate you are to finally sleep, the more likely sleep is to jolt you right back awake. So if you're getting these jerks very often, it might actually be your own body sending a message, quietly telling you to slow down and rest more, to sleep properly and to carry a little less stress. Now think about everything that's really happening, all packed into that single, startling second. Your muscles relax just a beat too fast. An ancient alarm misreads it as a deadly fall. A survival reflex fires instantly to catch you, and you wake with your heart absolutely racing, saved from a terrible fall that was never real. It's genuinely not a bad sign at all, and it's almost never any kind of health problem. For nearly everyone, it is completely and totally harmless. It's simply your incredible brain, running ancient software written millions of years ago, right on the strange, blurry threshold of sleep. So the next time this happens to you, don't be scared by it for even a moment. Instead, maybe just smile a little to yourself, because you've just felt a living ghost of who your distant ancestors used to be, a protective reflex from a forgotten time, when falling really was the greatest danger of all. Thanks so much for watching. Stay curious.